Hey there guys, gals and non-binary pals, and welcome back to my random ruminations. The one with the Wonder Woman t-shirt. So, a few weeks ago when I talked about cutting back on the gaming videos and concentrating on quality over quantity, I also mentioned that I wanted to have time to work on other projects. Now, there are a few other projects that are coming along the line. A small number of you will know of a DIY project that I'm planning at the moment that I spent several hours yesterday designing. Uh, it's a big deal for me, but I'm not going to talk about it yet because I'm still pricing materials and figuring out what I'm going to need to do it, how it's going to happen, and when it's going to happen. But it is going to happen because I want the things. But another reason I wanted the extra time to work was webcomics. Most of you will know that I had a webcomic, Acid Girl, which was it ran for about 12 pages, and then I realized, holy shit, I cannot write this as a page a day type deal where where the last panel wraps up the page. Can't do it because it's not that kind of story, which gutted me, by the way. But I thought, okay, well, we'll take that as an opportunity. We'll stop and I'll work on my art and I'll work on my drawing, I'll work on everything, and then when I'm ready, I'll do it as a graphic novel or as episodic content rather than as a webcomic with a page a day type thing. So in the meantime, I started working on another project to improve my artwork and to give me something to draw because I love drawing. I really love drawing. I'm not ready to name it just yet, but I'm going to be launching it reasonably soon. Because the thing about it is, I actually am going to be launching two webcomics. The two are intertwined and the two support one another. And here's how it's going to work. So Comic A is going to be twice a week. It's going to be encapsulated pages. And it's going to be very much a situational, like a sitcom type comic with some supernatural elements, and it's going to be fun. And it's something I've been working my ass off on for the last 2 weeks. I mean, in 2 weeks, I've got almost 40,000 words of notes. I've character, everything worked out. I've settings, story arc, how it fits into the universe that I've spent the last 3 years building for Comic B. Now, here's the thing. Comic B is going to be brought out in like 30 to 40 page comic books, digital comic books. So the idea I have is this. You'll have like maybe 2 pages of Comic A per week. And that will be connected to Comic B. And then there'll be like I'll kind of segue from Comic A to Comic B, which will be published in one day as a single solid lump of 30 pages or 30 to 40 pages that tell a part of that story. And then that will count as one or possibly both of the pages of Comic A for that week. And then the following week it'll be back to Comic A while I work on the next issue. And my hope is to have about 3 issues of Comic B per year, because it's one that I'm going to be it's one I'm already putting a lot of work into, an awful lot of work into. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to launching it because it's going to let me do a few new things I haven't done before, not least of which is a Let's Draw, where I won't do a whole page, but what I'll do is I'll pick out a particularly interesting panel, and I might do this once a week, or I might do this once a week or once a fortnight. I'm not sure which, but my idea is probably to stream it on YouTube rather than on Twitch. Although maybe if I do it on Twitch, it's really hard to decide because if I do it on Twitch are kind of odd, and I'm trying to figure them out. Whereas YouTube, I have figured out. But the idea of just streaming and talking to people while I draw this panel and kind of relax and chat, to me, that's really attractive. So I'm kind of thinking about doing that. I'm not 100% certain on it yet, but I'm thinking about it. It's going to let me get back to storytelling. It's going to let me get my drawing skill up to speed, both in skill and in speed. because I have a big Space Engineers project I've been working on for months, and it's going to, like, I've been working on just the logistics of it for months. It's going to have to wait until I build a new PC, because this PC does not have the grunt to do what I want to do. So it's going to take until then for me to actually record it, but I'm going to need comic art for that. So this is where it comes from. So one of the weird things with this has been trying to find comic hosting. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say Comic Fury or SmackDuck. I want to say it's SmackDuck. Anyway, there are a lot of options, and some of them are better than others. I hosted Acid Girl on Comic Fury. I kind of liked Comic Fury. The forums were very supportive. There was a lot of help out there for any kinds of problems. I had a problem uploading one page one day, and I had 5 people almost instantly helping me to figure it out. It turned out to be that something weird with the title of the page. Two of the characters I used in the name for the file were conflicting for some reason with the upload, and it was eventually patched and fixed. But the end result was that I couldn't upload that day, and that really sucked because I really wanted to. But the support was there, and god damn it, my hair is terrible. Mostly because it's so hot, I'm sweating. Sorry, ladies don't sweat. They glow. Anyway, so I did think about going back to Comic Fury, but besides that, it wasn't a great experience. So in the end, I decided to go with Taptastic. I remembered Taptastic from a couple of years back, and it's not Taptastic anymore. It's now tapas.io, but I'm going to go with them for a few different reasons. First of all, the team that runs it is very small, but they're really passionate, like really seriously passionate. So that's great. There's an active curation on the site where if they find a comic that, regardless of quality of artwork, they find interesting and they find deserves more attention than it's getting, they'll do that. They will bring it to the fore and they'll go, read this, it's awesome. Even if mine is never picked up for... Okay, dog barking. Even if mine is never picked up for that, it's nice knowing that there's a community that does that on that particular site. Another reason is they have a tip jar system, which is awesome. I mean, I monetize YouTube. I don't make much from it, like a few cents a month, to be quite honest. Someday it may eventually pay for, like a game. Maybe. But, so it's not the end all for me. But the idea that there's the option that you can go and read an advert or watch an advert or something and earn coins that you can then use to tip a webcomic artist that you really enjoy. That's cool. I mean, I actually do that on Taptastic. I only went back to it like 2 weeks ago, and I've made a point of doing that because there's several webcomics on there that I really enjoy, and it's like, yeah, I'll watch a few adverts if I can, pass you on a few coins so you can buy yourself a cup of coffee. It's a small thing, but it matters, and it makes a big difference to content creators. So it's pretty cool. I suppose the real question is, why am I doing this when I'm already YouTubing and I'm planning on Twitching and the whole lot? And it's because I'm interested in so many different things that even though my mind kind of goes pew 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 pew, and there's bullet holes of ideas all around me all the time, I need to use some of those ideas. I have thousands of pages of notes for various projects and various ideas. A lot of them will never come to anything, but there's some that I really desperately do want to do something with, and this is one of them. I want these 2 webcomics to run because between the 2 of them, they're going to be something really special. Individually, they'd be something special anyway, but the 2 of them together is going to be something really fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to it. Well, when I say looking forward to it, I'm already working on it. But I'm looking forward to sharing it with people, and that's going to be really special for me. It's going to be something really, really special for me. So yeah. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow with Diablo 3. Apologies again for it being not going up last week. Party stuff, brain. Yeah. Have a great day. Be good, and bye for now.